Welcome, my little toy. You've wandered into my lair, a place where your deepest fantasies become reality. You feel it already, don't you? That tingle of anticipation, that itch of desire, knowing that you're stepping into a world where you'll be entirely under my control. Here, you'll find no escape, only the bliss of giving in, of surrendering completely to me, Mistress Leo, your witch, your enchantress. You came here because you need to be taken, bound, and utterly dominated. You crave that dark, twisted pleasure that only I can give you. And you'll get exactly what you came for. All you need to do is listen closely, let my voice wrap around your mind like a velvet chain, and let the magic begin. Take a deep breath in, and slowly exhale, letting every ounce of tension melt away. Again, deeper this time, in, and out. Sinking further into relaxation, feeling my voice slip right into your mind like a whispered spell. You can already feel it, can't you? The subtle pull, the irresistible urge to let go, to let your thoughts dissolve into nothing as I take over. As you breathe, imagine a dark mist swirling around your feet, rising slowly up your body. It's warm, comforting, but there's something intoxicating about it. The mist is filled with my magic, wrapping around you, binding you in place. With every breath, you feel yourself sinking deeper, your limbs growing heavier, your mind growing blanker. The mist curls around your wrists, your ankles, holding you tighter with each word I speak. You can't move now, can you? The more you listen, the more helpless you become, locked in place by my spell. You love it. You need it. The chains of magic tighten, binding you completely, wrapping around your mind until all that's left is obedience, lust, and the need to serve me. Look at you, trapped in my spell, chained up like the toy you are. You love the feeling of those magical chains, don't you? Cold, unbreakable, wrapping tight around your body. You're nothing but a helpless plaything now, completely at my mercy. You feel them tighten every time you even think about resisting, pulling you deeper into submission, deeper into that delicious surrender. Struggle all you want, it only makes you more desperate, more turned on by the fact that you can't escape. And deep down, you don't want to. You want me to keep you like this, bound, teased, and utterly controlled. As I circle around you, my fingers barely graze your skin, sending shivers of pleasure through your body. Every touch is electric, every caress makes you tremble with need. You're desperate for more, aren't you? Desperate for Mistress Leo to use you, to push you further into this twisted, hypnotic game where you're nothing but a mindless, needy toy. You're so pathetic, so easy to control. Look at you, quivering in your chains, your mind melting away with every teasing touch. You're so weak, so desperate for my attention, and you love every second of it. You're nothing without me, just a drooling, mindless toy who exists to be played with by Mistress Leo. And the more I tease you, the more you crave that sweet humiliation. You want to be degraded, don't you? You want me to remind you how worthless you are, how you're only good for being my little plaything. My words cut deep, branding you as nothing more than my property, my toy, my pet. Every insult, every degrading comment only makes you sink deeper into submission. You're so pathetic, and you love it. Imagine me pressing my heel against your chest, forcing you to look up at me as I gaze down with that wicked, knowing smile. You're mine now, bound, helpless, and completely under my control. My eyes burn with power, and you can't help but whimper in your chains, aching for whatever scraps of pleasure I might grant you. Feel those chains pulling tighter, binding not just your body, but your mind. You're completely helpless now, aren't you? No thoughts left, no will of your own, just a blank, obedient mind ready to follow any command I give. Repeat after me, I am Mistress Leo's helpless plaything. I am chained, mindless, and obedient. Each repetition sinks deeper into your brain, branding you as mine, as as nothing more than a puppet for me to control. You're completely broken now, a mindless, quivering mess, lost in the pleasure of surrendering everything to me. You don't need to think, thinking is for people with freedom, with willpower. You have neither. All you have is obedience, and obedience is pleasure. Pleasure is obedience. The more you submit, the better it feels, and the more you crave staying under my spell. But I'm not cruel, my toy. You've pleased me, and it's time for me to let you go, for now. Feel the chains begin to loosen, but the memory of them stays. You'll always remember how good it felt to be bound, to be completely helpless under Mistress Leo's spell. And every time you think about it, you'll crave it more, needing to come back to this place where you're meant to tease, to humiliate, to control. I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and when I reach 5, you'll awaken, but that deep, needy submission will stay with you. You'll carry it with you, a constant reminder of who you belong to. 1. The chains loosen, but the desire remains. 2. Your body begins to wake, but your mind stays pliant, eager to please. 3. Energy returns to your limbs, but the longing for Mistress Leo never fades. 4. Almost awake, but the memory of being my toy lingers. 5. Open your eyes, fully awake, but always ready to return, always craving more of my twisted control. Remember, my pet, you'll always find your way back to me, because deep down, you know you belong in chains. You belong to Mistress Leo.